Hello, beautifuls. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. And it has been a minute, but I'm back. My sister had moved here from Florida, and just been a lot going on. But yeah, I'm back, and I want to talk about an epiphany that I had that I feel like will be helpful to a lot of you guys with a lot of your manifestations. What I've been noticing within myself and with just you guys as well is that a lot of the things that we are trying to manifest come down to a few core beliefs, a few deep truths that we accept about ourselves that cause us to not be able to manifest what we want, or to kind of not knowingly block things from coming in. So I want to talk about that today. But first, I have this book, Neville's Complete Reader. I actually have never owned a Neville book. I've read a lot of his lectures and things like that online, but I bought the Complete Reader because I feel like I should have it, and I want to go through a lot of it with you guys, because learning things from YouTube, even learning from me and all of these other coaches and Twitter and all these places that we're getting all of this information, is not going to be as potent as learning from the GOAT, the person who made all of this, you know what I mean? Or who really made these concepts well known. So a lot of people that have big shifts with the law of assumption have big shifts after they actually read Neville and hear it from himself. I know that Neville can be hard to understand for a lot of people, which is why I'm going to read the things and talk with you guys about it. We'll probably have maybe reading sessions. I don't know. We'll see. You guys can let me know if you want me to read like full chapters or something like that and explain them. But to be honest, just with me reading like the first few pages, literally one paragraph of his page will have like 5 quotable things and really important things for us to know. So today I was guided to the last paragraph of At Your Command, which is the first book. And this is what it says. You have become so enmeshed in the belief that you are man that you have forgotten the glorious being that you are. Now, with your memory restored, decree the unseen to appear, and it shall appear. For all things are compelled to respond to the voice of God. Your awareness of being, the world is at your command. So I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, but if not, I'm going to just like elaborate on this, and then it's going to tie into these 2 affirmations, these 2 identity shifts that will bring not only the things that you want, but even better and more of the things that you want. You've become so enmeshed in the belief that you are man that you've forgotten the glorious being that you are. This is what I'm talking about on here when I talk to you guys about identifying with the being behind the self, right? Identifying with the being behind the identity, or behind the avatar is how I say it. That's the way. That you are the being that is choosing the avatar, that is choosing the concepts. You are not the concept. You are not the avatar itself. But now that you're remembering that you are this glorious being, decree the unseen to appear, and it shall appear. For all things are compelled to respond to the voice of God. Your awareness of being, the world is at your command. The voice of God and the awareness of being, Neville talks about this as well in the beginning, that God is your awareness of being. And you have the power to choose, right? Now, what I've noticed with this and what I wanted to talk about today is that a lot of times we struggle to even imagine certain things for ourselves. We struggle to even manifest, to even begin to manifest the things that we want for ourselves, because it just seems so far from who we are, or it's so you just don't resonate. Like you don't see yourself as the kind of person that could live that life or have that thing or have that person or have that money. And I know for me, like what kind of led me to this was I had always had this feeling of if I manifest something good, if something really good happens to me, something really bad will happen to me. And I was wondering, like really deep diving with myself of why do I think that? What is making me think that? It doesn't have to be like that. And it would scare me. It would like cause anxiety when I would want to like start to imagine something. It would make me feel afraid because I'm like, okay, I can imagine this thing, I can have this thing, but then what's going to happen to me, right? And the other thing that I noticed too was that it was hard for me to take on a high concept of myself, right? It was hard for me to like, if I like me manifesting things, if I'd see something I wanted, but it would seem like it was just out of reach for me. Like it would be hard for me to even try and think of myself having that, right? And what it comes down to, you guys, is the self-worth that you have. It is how valuable that you see yourself as. And the thing about your value, you guys, and the kind of clusterfuck that prevents people from manifesting things like love or being treated really, really well in relationships or having lots of money or having great success is that we want these things to show us our worth. We want the love, the person, the treatment, the money, the success to happen to show us our worth. And until it happens, we're not fully embracing our worth, right? So we need this thing to happen to make us feel that way, but we know that our identity is what's expressing. So if you feel like I'm an unworthy person and I need this thing or this person or this circumstance to make me feel worthy, then you see how that keeps you kind of in like, you can't really move forward because you really need the feeling in order to create that, right? It's interesting because you can create circumstances. You can have a really loving man, you know, or a woman or a relationship, and still within that feel like, oh, I'm not good enough to deserve this, or something bad's going to happen, or I'm going to lose it, right? So I say that to say, you guys, it's not the circumstances that you need to feel different. It's the identity within. And so what came to me was the two affirmations are, I am important and I am valuable. When you see yourself as, first of all, when you see yourself as valuable, right? You're not looking for value outside of yourself. You're knowing that I'm valuable. When you really internalize that, like really right now, see and assume that you are a very valuable person. You are worth your weight in gold. Really, you're worth more than that, but let's start there. You're worth your weight in gold. Think about how a person that sees themselves like that, what do they expect from life? If they know that I'm a valuable person, I have value, they expect people to treat them a certain way. They expect good things to happen to them. You think about celebrities, right? Who are gifted all kinds of free gifts and all kinds of things that, you know, they don't have to pay for, but they could pay for it, but they don't have to pay for it because they're so valuable in themselves that their value outweighs the value of money, right? Hi, Simlin. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. But their value outweighs the value of money. So when you see yourself as a valuable person, now let's move to I am important, right? Think about all this stuff that people want. Oh, I want princess treatment. I want my SP to be obsessed with me. You know, I want, you know, like social media fame or, you know, whatever. You want to feel important. You want to feel like you matter. Not only that you matter, but you matter a lot. You're important. When you're getting princess treatment, that's what that is. You're your value, your importance is shown through that, right? But a lot of us are coming from a place of, I'm not valuable, so I need somebody to treat me these ways to trigger the feeling of valuable, of being valuable within me, right? But when you go to the identity, you guys, and this is the part, and this is why I can't wait to really unpack some Neville with you guys, because there's nothing wrong with manifesting. There's nothing wrong with manifesting things. There's nothing wrong with manifesting princess treatment or manifesting, all of these wonderful things that we are here to do. We're here to do it. But when you realize that the world is simply reflecting your concept of yourself, and your self-concept goes so much deeper than, okay, people like to spoil me. That's a great thing to feel, but why? Why do you want to feel like that? Oh, people are obsessed with me. Why? Why do you want to feel like that? Why do you want people to be obsessed with you? Because you want to feel like you're valuable. You want to feel like you're important. That's what all this, the dollar amount is, so you feel I'm valuable. I can charge these prices for my business because I'm valuable. I'm treated a certain way because I'm valuable, right? And so this is why we're chasing feelings in things. We're chasing feelings in circumstances and people, right? I need my value. And then once I don't feel my value from this person or this circumstance or this dollar amount, I have to get another person or another dollar amount or another circumstance. But when you come from the core identity of, I am valuable, I am important, everything in your life, every person, every circumstance, everything is going to reflect that back to you as truth. And the beautiful thing about it is that you don't have to go anywhere to get this, okay? I don't want you guys to see this video and say, now I have to try to become valuable. You don't have to try to become valuable. You are what you say you are. You are who you say you are. You, just as much as you can say, I'm not valuable, you can say that I am valuable. Okay? So I'm intending that that helps you all. I'm knowing that it does. I love you all so much. You are so important, you guys. It is not a finish line for you to cross to be valuable and to be important. It is not a goal to achieve, to be great or to be deserving. You are already that, right? But you have to identify with that. Stop waiting. Stop requiring things from yourself, requiring things from your reality, from your person, from whatever the fuck, to confirm for you. And I'll just say, once I really internalized that I am valuable, I am important, it was immediately reflected in my reality, immediately. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.